Hey, what's up, YouTube? I have some good news, some great news, and I am still excited. I can't believe my dream game is finally going to happen. And when I mean game, excuse me, this is something I've been wanting since I was a young child. Back in the 90s, I thought of a game like this. Not necessarily exactly like this, but especially when, like, I started playing 64 games and 3D games. I've thought of a game like this. Anyways, uh, my dream game has always been a dinosaur game. Not just a dinosaur game, but I was playing after this. Anyways, so yesterday, like I do every so often, I go on my little, I guess, voyage to find a new type of dinosaur game. Well, yesterday I came across this new game that's called Dinosaur Battlegrounds, and pretty much this game is a dinosaur survivor. It's a dinosaur simulator. They're gonna have two modes. They're gonna have a dinosaur simulation mode, where you pretty much simulate the life of a dinosaur, and they're also gonna have a arcade mode to where it's gonna be similar to the simulation mode, but it's not gonna be as hard. So yeah, that's my dream game. I mean, it's crazy because dinosaur games have been around for as long as game systems have been around, and nobody has never been innovative in that sense of taking that genre even farther, because for as long as dinosaur games have been out, there's only been three type of dinosaur games. There's been the RTS type of dinosaur games, like like the real-time strategy games like Para World and Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, and then they have the hunting type games like what is that? I can't think of the name. I think it's like Jurassic Park. I can't think of the name. Anyways, I'm sure it's gonna come to me. Well, one of them is called Carnosaurs Carnosaurs. I think that's one of the hunting games. Anyways, there's a few other dinosaur hunt games out there like Turok. That's another one. I mean, Turok is more of a action adventure slash shooter, but still, anyways, it's a good, I like Turok. But there's all different types of games out there. Just like there's dinosaur fighting games like Primal Rage. That was one of the first dinosaur games I've ever played, and I loved it since I was a kid. And ever since I played that game, I always wanted a game where I can control a dinosaur and kill other dinosaurs, or simulate living and being a dinosaur. That's always been my dream since I played Primal Carnage, because of course in that game you kill other dinosaurs. So, well, I said Primal Carnage, sorry about that. I mean Primal Rage. Ever since I played Primal Rage, I always wanted to do that. But there haven't been any game developing companies that's been innovative in that sense of making a game like that, to where you can simulate a dinosaur life. Now, I did say Primal Carnage, but I made that by mistake. That's another dinosaur shooter game. And they had the potential to do that, because even though their game is a dinosaur shooter, well, when it first came out, the way it was presented in the first trailer, which really didn't reveal much, it just revealed dinosaurs walking around and this big old field. Sorry about that. I just woke up. Yeah, so they pretty much presented it with big old dinosaurs walking in the field, and it it was alright, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it really didn't show much, and the way I took it and other people took it, not everybody, but the way I took it and other people took it, they took it as it being a dinosaur game, like pretty much a game where you be a dinosaur, you simulate, you know, being a dinosaur. Well, when I went to the forums, after I found out about the game, later on, they said that it was going to be a shooter. So it wasn't really exactly what I thought it was going to be, you know, and that being that, you know, it being a shooter, it still turned out to be a pretty good game. I mean, because I really don't like dinosaur hunter games. I was never a type of person who liked hunting dinosaurs. You know, that was never my thing. Even though I did like Turok, and I do like, Primal Carnage. I just never liked Jurassic Park. Forget the Jurassic Park hunting game. I can't remember the name, but it's a very terrible game. I mean, not just game-wise, gameplay-wise, but also, you know, technical. You know, it's a very bad game. Anyways, yeah. So, you know, it's always been a dream of mine. I always said I could die happy if they come out with a game like this, because I mean, it's really sad because Primal Carnage, the people in Lukewarm Media, they could have really capitalized on this. I mean, because now they're coming out with a second installment of Primal Carnage, which is called Primal Carnage Genesis. This, I was hoping, going to be a offline dinosaur simulator, or even a multiplayer dinosaur simulator, but it isn't. It's going to be a offline story mode, so it's still going to be a shooter, but it's going to have a story to it, which is good, but it is still disappointing because me, along with many other people, asked Lukewarm to consider making a offline dinosaur simulator, and they said that they would. I mean, well, they didn't say they would. They said they would consider it. So, you know, I was like, okay, they're considering it. That there's a good chance, there's a great chance that they're actually going to do it. So when I saw Genesis, I was like, oh my god, I think they're coming out with it. So then I actually went and read it, and they really didn't say too much about it. They just said that it was going to be an offline Primal Carnage game. So then I go over to the videos. I'm like, oh man, I hope that they come out with this, and I hope it be. I wrote a comment saying, I hope they come out with this type of dinosaur game, dinosaur simulator, or whatever. But then one of the people from Lukewarm came over to the comment and said that that's not the type of game they're planning on making. And I'm thinking, like, why the hell not? You're going to kill multiple birds with one stone. Not only are you going to have an offline mode to where you can play, you know, as a human and go through a story like that, you can also, since you'll have AI now, because that's one of the problems they didn't have before, was good AI. Well, now since they obviously have to have good AI, since they're making an offline mode where you're going to be playing against NPCs, you know, might as well make that you know, the dinosaur simulator. It doesn't have to be, you know, a great simulator like how this game is going to be, but they could at least try, you know what I'm saying? And they would have killed it. I mean, I know they would have, and they would have made so much money with that, because nobody has went in that direction. I mean, the concept behind a dinosaur simulator has never been touched before. The concept behind animal, just an animal simulator, really hasn't been touched like that before. I mean, they had Echo, the dolphin, and a few other games where you play as animals, but it was never a real survival. The only game that I have ever played that came close to that is Wolf Quest. Other than that, there hasn't been any realistic animal simulators. I know there's other ones out there, like with the dog and the one that looks like Lion King. Well, those aren't real simulators. They're very arcadey. But yeah, I mean, Wolf Quest is the only one that I have only game that I've ever played that went down that field, and that is on an educational basis. Well, this game that is coming out, I think it's coming out this March. It's my dream game. I mean, not only is it going to be a fun game, but they're also going to be teaching people, and it's going to be educational too, because they said that there's going to be like a encyclopedia that's going to be popping up throughout the game, and like educating people on this is what dinosaurs do and stuff like that. But anyways, I've been talking too much, not about the game, but let me dive into what's going to be in this game. First, I'm going to have to find it because I guess I exited. Because I read this last night. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, but the game is called Dinosaur Battlegrounds. And I have to pull it up because it's actually over here on Kickstarter. They need about $9,000 to start the game, to actually launch the game. But from what I've seen, because they have like a lot of screenshots, stills, and they have a few videos, maybe like one video or wherever. They have a lot of 3D models, and it looks like they've been working on this game for a long time. Now, they started their Kickstarter about they started in October, so it's been out for about a month now, the Kickstarter. And they got $9,000 already, and I think that's like their minimum. I seen something else on the page where they're talking about, you know, like if they reach this certain amount, they can add more things to it. Well, they only broke like the $9,000 thing, but I don't think they're gonna get any more than $9,000 because their Kickstarter's so short. Like, it's only going to be out for 2 months. I wish it was much longer because it give people, you know, more opportunity or more time to, you know, help fund. Because if you're a dinosaur lover, I don't give a damn what type of game you like. If you like dinosaur shooters or whatever, you're going to like this game. I mean, I love dinosaur game. I love dinosaurs since I was a child. Ever since I was small, ever since I played Primal Rage, I always loved dinosaurs. Now, see, this is going to be a great game because it's going to take similar aspects from, what is that game called? Max has made it, Spore, but it's going to take it much farther. This is pretty much going to be what we wish Spore was. So pretty much, I mean, it has an audience. It has an audience because, you know, Primal Carnage, over on their forums, people talked about they wanted a game like this forever. And, I mean, I guess Lukewarm didn't think there was an audience for it. Well, there is, you know, because in a matter of months, they got $9,000 in a matter of a month. In a matter of a month, they got $9,000. So there's an audience for this. Trust me, there are people out there that want this game. And that's not even all the people, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's tons of people out there that like dinosaurs. They might not be in love with dinosaurs, and they might not be in love with them like I am, but there are people out there that like dinosaurs and would support this game, you know, because this could lead to other things. This could lead to like African wildlife simulator, you know, and stuff like that. Maybe they might come out with, you know, not just dinosaurs. Maybe they might come out with like a mammal, a prehistoric mammal expansion, or even an individual game. So, you know, I just really think this is very innovative because nobody has touched this. Everybody has been too afraid, you know. But anyways, let me find this. I can't believe I'm about to go to Google and type this in. Okay, what's it? Dinosaur Battlegrounds, and I type into the wrong search engine. Okay, there it is. Okay, so they pretty much have it over here on Kickstarter. So if you want to fund this game, they only have 47 hours to go. So that's just 1 hour less than 2 days. So yeah, if you want to, you know, pledge some money to this project, you got to get right on it. And if you pledge $2, the minimum backer pledge are heartfelt thanks and guarantee a spot in our first beta and early release. So, excuse me, my nose is just stuffed up. Yeah, so if you pledge $2, you get access to the first beta and also, or you get access to the early release. Now, I'm kind of wondering about that because it says first beta and / or early release. So I'm thinking, I'm wondering, I know that $2 does not buy you the game. So, you know, because that's what the early release is. You get the game before, excuse me, you get the game before everybody else does. Which I don't think that you would get that for $2. So maybe you get access to the beta, of course. But if you buy that $2 one, you get access to the game early if you fully bought the game, like pre-ordered the game. That's probably what it is. Pledge, you can pledge $10 and you get early access to the beta. You get a free copy to the interactive ebook, which is cool. I think that's very cool. And I think the ebook is going to have all the information of the game. Excuse me. It's also going to have like an encyclopedia, and it's going to have all information on dinosaurs and stuff like that, and the time periods. They give you the plans and stuff. And then they have a $25 pledge to where you get the ebook, you get the free copy of the actual game, you get early access to the beta, and then they have a $50, and it gets, of course, better and better. But I don't feel like going through all that. And you can pledge up to, I think, $10,000. I think that's like the highest pledge. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I think also in the $25 ones, you get your name in the credits, which is cool because usually in Kickstarter projects, people don't get their name in the credit unless they put like in $100 or more, or something like that. They get the name in the credits. $25 on this one, that's nice. That's pretty cool. Anyways, about the game. So, pretty much what I've seen, the game looks very good, and the game is being launched by a guy named Frank Denoda. He's pretty much the project leader, and he's also a 3D graphics designer. He's worked in a lot of big projects before. I only recognize probably like one or a few of the things that he has been in, and his projects that he worked in are a lot. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like he worked in 13 projects as like a 3D designer. One of them was Ice Age. Another one of them were robots, and I can't recognize the other ones. But anyways, this guy, he's been around, and he's been, he's not new at this. And like I said, it looks like they've been working on this game for probably about a few months to a year now, because they have 3D models of the dinosaurs. They actually have the dinosaurs in environments, and they actually have a video of it walking around. Now, I think that's from another project or from the early project, maybe pre-alpha or whatever. But yeah, I mean, it looks good. I mean, the art just looks great. It looks too good, and I'm just so happy that finally a game like this is going to happen. But anyways, I don't want this video to be super long, but it looks like it's going to be stretching in like 30 minutes just because I talk so darn much. But yeah, so pretty much they're going to have two modes. One of the modes are going to be an arcade mode, and the other one, like I said, of course earlier, is going to be a simulation mode. Now in the simulation mode, they're going to have a lot of different aspects to it. It's going to be much harder than the arcade mode. Let me just say that. because in this game, I'm not sure if this is going to be in the arcade mode because they really didn't explain the arcade mode like that. They just said that it's going to not be as hard or whatever, and you're not going to have to worry about as much things. Sorry about that. Yeah, but pretty much in simulation mode, I know that they're gonna have mating, so you're gonna be able to mate. They're gonna have, I mean, they're gonna have so many things. Let me just scroll down on this. Read some of this. Okay. So they're gonna have an offline mode where you can play by yourself, and that's going to be the same thing in simulation mode. They're going to have an offline simulation mode, and they're also going to have an online simulation mode. And the same thing with the arcade modes. You're going to have offline and online. Now, they say that your dinosaurs are going to have senses. So they're going to have sight. They said that some dinosaurs, of course, are going to have better sight than other dinosaurs. I think the Stegosaurus is one of those dinosaurs that have very poor vision. So if you play like a Stegosaurus, your vision is going to be terrible. And I think that they're going to do it in the sense of like maybe your range of visibility might not be as good as say like a T-Rex, because T-Rex, out of all the dinosaurs, they have some of the best vision, especially because their eyes sit forward. You know, they're set forward. So if you play as a T-Rex, you'll probably you're most likely probably going to have a deeper depth of view. So yeah, sorry about that. I had to go and clear my throat because, and my nose, because I had just woken up and I was just sounding very terrible. Still feel like my throat is still kind of clogged up a little bit. But anyways, where I left off at, I was talking about the vision. So, like I said, that like dinosaurs like Stegosaurus, since they're known for having bad vision, they're probably not going to be able to see as far and as clear. I hope that it doesn't affect clarity, because I don't really hate, you know, vision impairment while playing, because that just wouldn't be so great. But I'm just hoping that their depth of view won't be as long as maybe like a Pterosaurus Rex or some type of pterosaurs, because also pterosaurs have, you know, great vision too. So, you know, dinosaurs like that, I believe, are going to have, you know, better vision than dinosaurs like Stegosaurus, you know, dinosaurs with very bad vision. Also, they have hearing. So it says, while playing different dinosaurs, you'll notice that some can hear better than others, which will affect their success in survival strategy. The better your hearing is, the easier it is to identify certain sounds, such as predators stalking up on you, or prey nearby, as well as learn about new ones. So that's, I mean, that's cool. You know, you'll be able to hear, you know, so like I said with the vision, there's dinosaurs that can hear better than others. Also, they're going to have smell, so I think that's another cool thing, because you will be able to smell other dinosaurs. So they're going to add a mechanic to where dinosaurs are going to have a type of odor. You could tell, you could smell mates, so you'll be able to find a mate with your smell, and also you'll be able to track things with your smell, other than dinosaurs. Like, you will also be able to track like your meal, a dead carcass, maybe even water, you know, things like that. So yeah, that's very cool, man. I'm so glad that they're doing that. I also showed a few things. Well, I didn't see this yesterday. Let's just add this. Anyways, okay, so there's gonna be different attack postures. They're gonna have aggressive posture. So, and they're gonna have defensive posture. So I guess if before you attack somebody, you can let them know. I guess if you say in these different postures, if you're playing against AI, they will know how to, you know, how to prepare themselves when they see you standing in different posture. Because maybe if you stand in aggressive posture, they might run, flee. rather than defend themselves. But if they see that you're in a defensive posture, maybe they might try to attack you, you know, and maybe it might depend on the dinosaur, because maybe the dinosaur, if they see an aggressive posture, maybe they might defend themselves, maybe they might want to stand there, maybe they might want to run. But if they see you in a defensive posture, they might want to pursue you, because maybe you may be the prey, or, you know, their victim. Then they're going to have a normal balance of aggression and defense, so I don't necessarily know what that will do. But also they're going to have different type of calls too. They're going to have distress calls. They're going to have, ooh, I didn't know the mic was all the way up there. They're going to have confrontational calls. They're also going to have agitation call. They're going to have hunger calls, and that's going to be for hatchlings. And they're also going to have a call for when you're feeling threatened. So that's going to be cool. They're also going to have injuries, disease, and health. So so pretty much when, like, if you get injured and stuff like that, you can have other, like, say your mate, if you have a mate, or even just a friend, you can have them lick your wounds and stuff to you know, help get rid of the infection and stuff like that. When I was reading last night, they said that, you know, infections, of course, we know in the animal world, can really take a toll on you. It might not kill you, but it will definitely impair you. So, like, if you get like a broken leg, it can heal, but it will slow you down, it will impair your movement. And even if you get like a cut, you can get infected and you can even die from it. But it depends on the severity of it and how you take care of your dinosaur, whether you're going to live or you're going to die. So I think that's cool that they're going to have injuries, disease, and health. And also, you know, just skin infection might not kill you. It might also just affect your health, you know, make your health go down a lot. They're going to have territory. So, you know, territorial dinosaurs, they're going to be marking their territories with their scent glands and also with their urine. So you're going to be able to do that in this game. You'll be able to guard your territory. And I'm going to read this a little bit. It says scent marking territory and territory roar can be used specifically to intimidate and keep rivals at bay, after which normal social skills will play a part. Territories must be protected and patrolled regularly. I cannot pronounce that word correctly. Anyways, an in-game map with labels for territory concerns in recently patrolled areas will be provided for you. So I think that's cool. So it's pretty much gonna be like Wolf Quest. If you ever play Wolf Quest, you'll know what I'm talking about, because in Wolf Quest they have like these they have, which I think is like a scent mode, to where you can actually see the scent of other wolves that have been through the area, and that's how you find mates and stuff like that and other animals, because you can see their little scent trails and you can see who's been in here, and it shows like the time difference, like, okay, this animal came past about a minute ago, this animal came past about 5 minutes ago. So they're gonna have stuff like that. They're gonna actually show, you know, the territory lines, and they're also gonna show, you know, the scent trails and stuff like that. So I think that's real cool that they're gonna have that, especially in the in-game map. That's real cool. You know, because you want your game to be a simulation, but you don't want it too realistic to where it doesn't show stuff like that, because it'd be too hard, you know, for players and stuff. But also, when you patrol, you'll be able to sense through scent. Okay, that's what I just said. When and where your territory has been encroached upon by rivals, potential mates, and unknown threats. So that's cool. You'll be able to tell when other, you know, animals have came across your territory. So that's real cool. Not all animals are territorial though, and not all territorial animals are able to are not able. Let me slow down. Not all animals are able or successful enough to keep and guard a territory. So yeah, that's cool. I mean, I think it's real cool. But anyways, to the next thing, color patterns. So they're gonna have different color patterns to show how you feel, your status in your herd, because you will be able to have herds and you know, protect your herd and stuff like that. So there's going to be different colors, of course, because you know, like with today animals, you know, there's different type of colors that they, you know, they have to show their status or maybe their mood and how they're feeling and stuff like that. So they're gonna have the same thing with dinosaurs. So not all the dinosaurs, even of the same species, are gonna be of the same color, which I think is cool. And then it talks about the environment and how the environment is gonna in this game they're gonna have different seasons. Of course, well, they're gonna have 3 different periods. They're gonna have the Jurassic period. They're gonna have the not the Jurassic period. Well, actually, they said they might have that as a demo. But the 2 main ones is the Jurassic and the Cretaceous. They're gonna have those 2 periods, and they're gonna have another period. I can't remember. They're gonna have another period. I think they said. They just said there's gonna be 3, but the 2 main ones are gonna be the Cretaceous and the Jurassic, and they're gonna use the Jurassic as like a demo or something like that. Anyways. So they're gonna have different in those time periods. They're gonna have seasons. They're gonna have different ecosystems. They're gonna have deserts. They're gonna have rainforests, and they're probably gonna have like. I'm hoping that they will have like some type of tundra, because even though people don't know it, there were snow tundras during, you know, the dinosaur age. There was snow and stuff like that, so maybe they might add maybe a smaller environment with snow and stuff like that, which is cool. That's why they believe that T-Rex had feathers. They believe that the T-Rex that lived farther north had feathers because of the cold climates or something like that. I just wanted to say that. But yeah, so they're gonna have different seasons. They're gonna have different type of weather. They're gonna have rain. They're gonna have, I'm guessing, like heat spells or droughts or whatever. And also, they're gonna have it to where your herd. They're gonna have migrating dinosaurs. So dinosaurs that migrate place to place, looking for searching for food and water. They're gonna have that. So, you know, like with the sauropods, a lot of them migrate and move in herds. So that's gonna be cool that they're gonna have that. Also, I hope that they have it that, you know, you can't just mate everywhere, or at least produce eggs and want to hatch your eggs anywhere. I hope, like with sauropods, you have to travel a far distance just to lay your eggs. That'd be very cool, because like I said, they're gonna have mating. So, you know, that's cool. I'm just scrolling through and just looking at all these pictures. I mean, the game just looks so good. Okay. So here go the time span right here. I'm gonna read this. We want to make sure that we have the most abundant errors covered. So majority of the game will take place during the Jurassic and the Cretaceous periods, eventually split into 2 time periods, early and late. If possible, we might include the Jurassic period and even break it down further and further. Sorry about that. We plan to keep the complexity reasonably doable in the beginning, so we are keeping it down to 4 periods, with the Jurassic as an introduction. Okay, so they're going to use it as an introduction tutorial, with 2 choices of dinosaurs, carnivores and herbivores. So yeah, that's going to be cool. So yeah, they said throughout the game and reference. Okay, so it says throughout the game and reference sections, we plan to include a series of animated cutscenes and cinematic mini stories demonstrating dinosaurs, their autonomy, and even their environments whenever necessary. So that's cool that they're going to be helpful. Yeah. Oh my god, I love Triceratops. Even though this is not a Triceratops, it's a Ceratopsid. So I love Ceratopsids. Those are my favorite dinosaurs. Well, they're my favorite type of dinosaur. just say that. Oh my god, they're so damn cool looking. Because Triceratops they're just known as being a badass, you know, the dinosaur that stands and fight. Even though, you know, with new researchers trying to say that Triceratops are pussies, I really don't think they are. Because they're trying to say that they didn't use their horns for fighting, which I doubt. I mean, why would they have such beautiful set of horns if they didn't use them for fighting? Yes, they may be weak, but that doesn't mean that they didn't use them for fighting, because we see that, you know, with rhinoceros, they use their horn to freaking ram, gore, to maim whatever gets in their way. I mean, I saw a video just a month ago where a rhino just came and gored this pig just for eating it. Yeah, he gored this warthog just for eating around him and stuff. So it was a pretty funny / sad video. But even elephants, they use their tusks sometimes to penetrate, and they come out right. But yeah, so that's pretty much everything that's going to be in the game. I mean, they're going to try to make it as realistic as possible without actually breaking the game and not making it any fun. So that's going to be cool, and I'm going to be geeked. Oh my god. And I think the game is coming out in March, because on here it says that this product will, let me see, I'm going to actually read it. Okay, estimated delivery March 2014. So it's coming out in March. And it is November right now, so, and it's at the beginning of November, so I'm gonna count this month. Okay, November, December, January, February, March. So pretty much 5 months away. 5 months away, we could be potentially playing this game, or at least the alpha by then, alpha, beta, whatever. So that's cool. So if you really love dinosaur games and you want to support this game, go over to Kickstarter. I'm gonna have their link in the description. Go over here and support this game, because the more we support this game, the better chances of it being successful, you know. And then you just want to get in early, you know, you want to get in early and play this beta and stuff. And of course, throughout this video, I'm gonna have, you know, the stills, the pictures, and the video playing and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, get over here. Time is ticking. Only 40 something hours left, and you can back one of the most innovative independent games I think released. And you know, I know I'm gonna love this more than Primal Carnage, because Primal Carnage has been out for about 2 years now, and I played it probably for like a good 6 months. And now I'm just done with it, because that game, they can't add nothing. They can't really add anything that would keep me there. I already got my fill on it. I was one of the best players at that game. Oh my god, it was too easy. That game was too easy. Every time I played death matches, I would always come out on top. I would either come out in first, which happened most of the times. And I'm not talking about like 10 people. I'm talking about playing against 40 other players. I would usually come out on top, playing with what is he? I play with the T-Rex and the Carnotaurs. So those are the best dinosaurs to play with. The Raptor is good, but you get more kills with the T-Rex. T-Rex is too easy, so usually I would go with the Carnotaurs and still beat the people that play with the T-Rex. It's crazy. And then when I play as human, I will play as the Commando. He is the best because he destroys robots. I mean, I say robots, dinosaurs. And then also after him, the second best player would be the Native American guy with the shotgun. He was great. And then after that, the Pyro. But anyways, I know this video is going to be super long, so I'm just going to cut it here. But yeah, go over there, support that game, and I guess I'll see you guys later.